Greetings and salutations! Welcome to the Grand Circus. I'm Bajongles. If you like my stuff, make sure to like and subscribe. Follow me over on Twitch at Bajongles1, where I stream on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, noon Pacific Standard Time. I would much appreciate a follow there. Speaking of follow, you can follow me over on my socials, both at Big1 username Bajongles on Bluesky and Tumblr. Much appreciated. Now back to your regularly scheduled program. Oh, hello, hello. Hi, how is everybody? I am doing pretty good. Let me reload the stream on my phone. There we go. It is great to be here. I'm incredibly excited. You want to know why? You want to know why? As it says in the title, it's almost time to leave Fuchsia Village. We're working on the last art piece of this little arc here. Today we'll be doing an art piece involving Higuma the bear, the famous mountain bandit that almost killed little kid Luffy, and the Lord of the Coast, which is technically not on the list I'm using, but like I feel like he's important enough to the story and everything to still draw anyways. Where is it? There it is. Uh, it's gonna be the scene where Higuma is like, you know, kicking Luffy off the boat, and the Lord of the Coast is like coming in, gonna eat up the entire boat. Mm. And this art piece, I want to also let me get Outer Wilds situated. Let me have it looping. There we go. Uh, with this art piece, I want to get down composition. Like that's really the main practice I'm doing here. I may still do 3-point perspective because I enjoy it. Mm. This also allows me to practice my work on coloring in water. Uh because like it's gonna be out on the ocean. And you know, I feel like drawing the ocean is a very important skill to have. In art, so that is what I will be doing. There's gonna be a lot of that because it's One Piece. It's a pirate show. Pirate manga also, with a lot of water. It's on the ocean, as you could probably imagine. Uh, I have some screenshots ready. I'm gonna need some more. Uh, Let me go to that. The screenshots I have are of Higuma. One of them also has, or I have a couple. Some that I need to, I need to get more, I think. But you know, like this one has the Lord of the Coast in there, which is very good and awesome. There we go. Wow, Toei, you make the protagonist skin lighter, like all of the protagonists, all the good people. But then the bad people, you make their skin darker and keep them dark even after changing art direction. Wow. Wow. I'm not accusing of anything. I fully know what's going on. Because it's too much of a pattern in One Piece. Like Usopp, you keep making his skin lighter every single arc, but Blackbeard, he's still dark. Alrighty, okay, so here is Higuma. Higuma the bear. Open image, a new tab. His epic and cool pose. There we go. God, there is buffering going on my stream. Jesus Christ. Stop buffering. Okay, are you good? No, you're not. Are you good? That's a lot of a delay. I don't want the delay. Okay, there we go. Please stay working. Please stay good. Please stay good. Oh, god damn it. Okay. And whatever happens will happen. It's not like I need to hear the quality of my myself so that I know things are coming clear for y'all. I desperately need you to stop buffering. There we go. Okay. Okay. I actually think that this is fine, I think, for Higuma in terms of like reference. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's fine, and this doubles a bit as Lord of the Coast. One Piece, Lord of the Coast. Here we are. Please, I beg of you, stop buffering. Why is my internet bad today? There we go, Lord of the Coast. There he is. Okay, why am I getting more of what I need from Higuma? Like while looking at Lord of the Coast. Like, come on. Okay, how am I coming in? That is a really bad delay, and I just reloaded. Jesus Christ, that was like a minute. Nothing's good. Okay, it is manageable. Okay, where is Higuma? Okay, I have that. Now I can do Not a lot of images of him, like, on the wiki. I'll manage. I'll manage. Alright, there we go, and... there we go. Like I said, I will manage. This doubles as more Higuma. Higuma and Luffy. Alright, there we go. Okay. I'm looking for words. I just saw a post, like a Reddit post, being like, people say that Luffy has Yonko level portrayal, so why would Oda show him losing to Higuma? It's like, he was 5. It was literally 5, and then after this, there's a 12-year time skip where he's 17. He was a 5-year-old child. Hold on, let me, Kid Luffy. Oh, God. Okay, yeah, the thing is, he had the anchor shirt, but I I would love to give him the 56 shirt, because it's Gomu. It's his Gomu shirt. That little kid Luffy really does it's just Luffy. It's just him. Where, where, where? Let me see you. Busha Village. There we go. Now I believe I have all the reference I need. This is spectacular. I think I want to have the horizon. Yeah, like I think I want to have the horizon like this, which will also be like the water line. I'm gonna expand this, but not increase the what you call it, the actual canvas. Because I want the line. Actually, wait, no, I'll have it as a different color. That's urethra. That's it. Wrong layer, Kron. Okay, yeah, there we go. Drop you down again. I did that all on the wrong layer. And that was incorrect. Well, not all of it on the wrong layer, but yeah. I did this line on the wrong layer. And that was the wrong... Oh, that was the wrong color. Well, I tell you what. I need to kill you. You're using a bad burning fuel. You're using charcoal, boy. And then get to 7 so that I can do the correct horizon this time. Alright, there we go. Let me go to this. What's up? You're red! Oh god, that's what happened. That's why White Sop is real. He got kicked out of the Usopp Rangers. Yeah, no, there's red sop, there's green sop, there's blue sop, there's yellow sop, pink sop, black sop, white sop. And then there's like gold sop. I'm gold. I'm mold. I'm told. I'm mold. I'm sold. God, I like Gerson Boom. Gerson explode. You see, his name is Gerson Explode because he boom. Alright, it's up here. Or is it the other way around? Is he Gerson boom because he explode? I think he died by blowing up. That's my epic Deltarune theory. I think he boom. There it is. And then this triangle has formed. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Luigi time. And then this goes straight down to the horizon line. The horizon lion. Today is probably gonna, like, mostly be... Come on, show me. There we go. Mostly be, like, structure lines. Which is completely fine by me. Why is that snap point there, my man? Okay, there we go. That's good enough. That is good enough. Is then we can fix it a little later. That is actually surprisingly close. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I keep having to unload and reload my stream on my phone. Fantastic. I say disco, you say party. Disco, disco, party, party. Okay, so that is great. I think this is good enough to work with for now. Okay, so the next color should be there, I think. Yeah. And then the first line is going to be that to the adjacent corner. Or not adjacent, to like the opposite corner. And then to like roughly the midpoint on here, so like that maybe. And then we keep going like that. Mm, that's good. Okay. All right, splendid. And then I will have yeah, I'll have one go in the middle like that, and then I'll have another one go in the middle of that. Short-sighted. I went to the I only stopped at the actual canvas. Okay, there we go. Now I'm going to copy. I'm going to mirror horizontal. Gonna get big brush. I'm gonna get big brush again because I messed up. Alpha lock. Wait for it to complete because I may have oversized the brush. There we go. Okay. Okay, this actually went way faster than the other one. I think that is more than fine. I think we may actually start with like actual forgetting words. The actual like sketch today. Like I don't want to be going too fast because if I go too fast I may be forgetting stuff. Or, just sort of rushing things. But I also don't want to go too slow. Merge that with layer below. Merge with layer below. This is actually a decently sized canvas now. I despise the buffering that I'm getting. I think Twitch should be better. There we go. Okay, so what I'm thinking, I'm not sure what I want to do for the perspective so much. On the actual, like, the actual boat. The actual boat. Okay. Uh, okay. And Sarasaf, do not fail me now. I'm gonna guess the back is flat on the boat. There's not a lot of reference I can find on it. Stop buffering. That is a massive delay. There we go. Okay. Okay, it literally buffered as I was about to speak. That's great. Stop doing that. Okay. Okay, good. Are you... Okay. The worst part about the buffer isn't like the lag on hearing myself. It's the fact that the background music stops and starts in like jitters, and it's really annoying. I'm gonna just stop hearing myself. I'm just gonna turn my volume off, cause fuck. Okay, there we go. Because what matters is the chat. Okay. Hmm. Alright, let me do this. GUIDELINES. Guidelines. LOC. Sketch 1. There we go. Okay, so how this fucker's head is formed. Roughly speaking. Behold, this is the steady stage of the art piece. And then so the teeth are bigger on the outside here than on the inside of the mouth. These teeth are inconsistent and not as interesting. It looks like this may be like new One Piece. Like I think this may be episode of East Blue. Considering that it matches this one, which is clearly that newer One Piece art style. Whereas this one is the older One Piece art style, and I think, if I remember right, matches more with the manga. Trapezoid. I want to make a... I want to turn Zoidberg into a trapezoid, so he's Trapezoidberg. And Zoidberg, maybe. My impression of Zoidberg is mid at best. Big cheeks. Big cheeked. His snout is longer and sort of flares out a little bit like a crocodile a little bit. He actually has a bigger chin. Yeah, the chin sort of goes like that. Make you bigger to truly, like, express the size of this motherfucker. His real size will not be shown on the actual, like, end drawing, I think. Okay, so as we can see here, the lower teeth are probably larger than the upper teeth, right? With a bit of an underbite, so there are definitely a bit like an eel. I'm sort of accidentally, but I'm definitely not upset about how it's turning out. I'm accidentally putting in some more like uh alligator sort of like Spinosaurus sort of deal to it. And this sort of reminds me, with the early drawings, I was sort of focusing a lot on trying to get it accurate. What I kind of want to do more going forward is to try and actively, like, add more of my style into it. And so it may be not less, like, I want to keep them accurate, but it may be less like quote unquote cartoony, so to speak. Okay, you, my friend. Look like you have a bit more of a... Look like you have a bit of a triangular tongue. Alright, there we go. Lord of the Coast sketch. Behold. Or sketch one, rather. And then whenever I get to sketch 2 on this, I think I want to keep it to... Yeah, I think I want to keep it to, like, within the actual frame. Boat small. I'm gonna change this name to just sketch 1. There we go. Okay, there we go. It's been a bit since I've just like drawn a creature, you know? A reptilian criatura. And so I am very happy that I'm getting back to doing that. Okay, Higuma, Mountain Bandit. Actually, yeah, no, he threw him off the boat, not kicked him off the boat. Okay. Hold on, I have a funny idea. I have a really funny idea for the throwing pose. Okay, adding that to outfit ideas. Immediately adding that to what I'm starting to get distracted because I went back to Pinterest. Okay. Uh mhm. I'm trying to find the funniest, most exaggerated like baseball pitcher pose. He is Luffy is a 90-mile-an-hour fastball. Let's see the angle. I also need to take into consideration the angle. Most of them are actually at the right angle, like the ones I'm looking at. Funniest pose. Funniest pose. Eve, that's less funny than this for some reason. Alright, where? There we go. Okay. Warp, warp, warp. Let me get rid of the guidelines real quick. The other leg is behind, by the way. And the other shoulder is here. There we go. Then we have, this is where the neck is. That's good. The elbow is like here. Yeah, the elbow is like here. So we get that. I'm deciding the hand pose on a whim. I'll fix that later. Okay, yeah, and then there's like a massive swerve like in the hips from like basically 90 degrees. Decided the hardest pose in the world for myself, and I regret nothing. I regret nothing. He's fucking baseball pitching this fucking child. Okay, where's the good? Hmm. Okay, where? Wow, none of these are the pose that I asked for. Alright, I will use you for later though. You're a good pose for something else. Wow, none of these are what I wanted. I'll improvise. Stop buffering, you son of a bitch. I will get you with my big hands and I will fix your buffering issue. Okay. I can't get over this pose. It's awesome. Fucking tight. Tight, tight, tight. Alright, I'm just gonna like do it big, and then I'm going to, like, make it smaller. Uh, so that I can, like, get it down. And kills on the board right now, just wiped out Tomato Town. The kid is small. But also looking forward. There we go. Take me to your Xbox to play Fortnite today. We could go to Moisty Myers, but not Loot Lake. I really want to chug with you. We could be Fortnite gamers, yeah, pro Fortnite. Take me to your Xbox to play Fortnite today. Can you believe he has the same shorts? Insane. I love this piece so much. We. Me throwing my son. Why is this actually just the right place and size for it in my mind? We. We. Head needs to be larger in size. Make his head bigger. I appreciate that Kid Luffy exists, and that I get to throw him off a boat before dying. I have a fun lighting idea. I have a fun lighting idea. But that's not until later. That is not until later. I looked at one of these boats later. Luffy actually rows one out to sea. Later, like after the time skip. I might actually make him a little bigger. There we go. Splendid. Alright, alright, alright. One, two, three, four, five. Okay. Okay. Two really big ones, small one, medium, small. I'm actually gonna save the teeth for last now that I think about it. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Okay, so the mouth ends there, and then ends there. And then the middle point, if the middle point is there, and then ends there, and then ends here, yeah? I was using RimWorld hotkey to try and deselect my drawing line when that is not how that works. That is very much not how that works. Okay, so we on the like in the middle. Okay. Okay, that helps me. I may need sketch 3 or sketch 2 or something. I am not sure yet. Okay, there we go, and we kind of have the shape actually more down pat, which is great. Okay, that amount of difficulty just like reshifting something means that it should probably just be redone. So that is what I will do. That's definitely better. Alright, where is the thing I need? I believe this is the correct way to go about this. I believe this may be correct somehow. Just something. Alright, I think I solved that issue. Alright, let me see. People sketch one. There we go. Hmm. And then I'm gonna have this in a different color. What about this? Then I'm gonna also make you, I don't know, like 75%. There we go. Different brush. You're a good brush. Okay. Guma, how's your nose? Sort of smaller and pointier. Okay. There we go. There we go. Okay. Okay, then make this a little bit looser. There we go. Okay, it looks like this is only on one side. And so I'm probably gonna, yeah, I'm like gonna draw it a bit here, and then maybe figure out where else I'm able to. I'm not sure yet. Hmm. I'm still so enthused by this piece. There's You think throwing a child into the ocean is funny? You think it's funny? Yes. Okay. I am beginning. I'm not even beginning. I am understanding. I am the understander. I'm the one who knows. I'm the one who comprehends. There you go. I believe Higuma, the proper Higuma sketch is good and done. Loopy's big fucking apple head. His chrome dome. At this point, he is rubber, so he can stretch big. But I don't know if I want him to. At this moment. Okay. Great. That ear is inaccurate. Now the ear generally is in this section. Nose is here, which means his. Just to be a bit funny, I can make him a little bit more cartoony as a trait. Okay, and the chest is here. Yes. Good. Amazing. I'm showing the the places where the different parts separate. Just because he's made of rubber and can stretch doesn't mean he loses the fundamentals of anatomy. And honestly, that's kind of what makes it drawing Luffy a little more difficult. If I finish this quick enough, should I also draw the Shanks, your arm scene? Like, when I say quick enough, I don't mean finish it today. I mean, like, if this gets done with, you know, expediency, it's a quick buy. Yeah, because this is not being, like, finished today. God, no. I think as time goes on and I get, like, I practice, all this is practice. And, like, I draw more and more, and I get more and more experience. I think these drawings are gonna, like, keep going by quicker. Or at least I'll be able to do more in the same amount of time. Hmm. Which is amazing. Right? Like, I don't think I could do something like this in a reasonable amount of time when I started out doing this series. Okay, the too big, the small, the medium, the small. Hmm. Big, the big, the small, medium, the small. And I'm just gonna line this up with rows like this. I don't need to necessarily be perfect, but I want to keep things as accurate as I can. These teeth are a lot more boring. What? Okay. That's all in the wrong layer. Alright. Unrelated to what just happened. However, I will BRB. So sit back, relax, maybe get up, stretch your legs, get a drink, get a snack, both of which of your choice, and I will do the same, so I will return shortly. Alrighty, I have returned. Now let me get myself resituated. There we go. Alrighty, and now let me get rid of the BRB. Why is there so much of a delay? Oh my god. Let me close my stream and then open it up again. Oh my god. Yeah, that was rough. Okay. People sketch too. People sketch too. Oh, here's the thing though. I want to move Higuma back a little bit. There we go. Absolute skinema. Oh god. Higuma's kind of done though, so I might do a line art layer there and have it open. Higuma, show me your eyebrows. Your eyebrows are very funny. That's not how they work. That is fine. See that part? Hmm. This is turning out a little too good. I'm worried. Hell yeah, it's Higuma time. Look at him. Look at him. I hate this man's guts. He sucks. Good thing he dies. Yeah, good thing he fucking dies. I hate this man. Higuma sucks. You know, it's fascinating that sometimes I'm just able to lock in and I don't know how. And because sometimes, every once in a while, I really, really, really don't lock in. I engage in not in seriousness, but in uh unintentional tomfoolery. Usually with myself as the victim. Mm. It lets me see the scar on his face. Okay. You know, once it's done, here's a not a guarantee, but here's the likely thing that's gonna happen, right? Because Luffy is here, and I'm gonna have the Luffy tag on this art once it's done. Just by the nature of that, I'm gonna get uh more engagement than like my monster art piece, which I'm personally very happy with. And like as an art piece. You know, pure you know, because who the fuck knows Gyoru? Gyoru, my girl Chicken, Whoop Slap's a little bit better known. Monster, like monster is such a broad tag because the idea of a monster, you know? Like I knew going into that piece that like it was not gonna get a whole lot of numbers. But I did it anyway. You want to know why? Because I enjoyed making it. And y'all should focus as much as you can on the fact that you enjoy making something rather than how many numbers it's gonna do. That being said, this will 100% do more numbers. Like, there's no doubt about it, that hand is dog shit. That hand has become 20 times better, and I also just need to lengthen the thumb. There we go. I just got an idea. I just got an idea of something I could do eventually. I want to wait to do this until One Piece is like fully done. It would be really fun to like do an entire read through of One Piece. But you know, like I said, One Piece kind of has to be finished uh before like I'm willing to do that because I don't want to like have to wait until like a new chapter, like a new volume releases. I want the waiting to be entirely because of stuff that I can control. Or unrelated to One Piece not being done. But like I said, it would be awesome to do sort of like a read through type deal. You know, doing that read along type thing, but have some of it be One Piece. I think that would be fun. Maybe by then my voice acting abilities will be better. Because like I'm practicing that shit. Because I think it is a good skill to have, and I think it's really fun to have it. And so, by then, I'm sure. Oh, don't mind me being tired. By then, I'm sure my abilities will be better. Me when I throw a child into the ocean, I'm Higuma. I'm Higuma the bear. That's not what I sound like in the anime. Hey, have you guys noticed how interesting it is that, like, Higuma the bear, Higuma the Kuma, throws Luffy right before a time skip, and like, and it ends up in a roundabout way leading him to become a more developed person along his path, and then, Bartholomew Bear, comes in using his devil fruit, throws him right before a time skip, which indirectly leads him to become more developed as a person along his path. Interesting. That is so curious. Ah, I'm killing you. I'm throwing you into the ocean. Alright, and if I get rid of that. That is looking pretty good. Eh. Hi there. I didn't realize I had a cat in here. Hello, miss. Well, I want to make sure you know you're loved. There we go. Hi. Want up? Hmm? Hmm? Huh? Hmm? Hmm? Want up? Get up? Get up? No? Alright. Ow, 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 ow. Don't call me. I... There we go. Alright. Oh, you want out? Alright, there we go. Love you. Alright, cat has now been, taken out of my room. I was watching a One Pace, which is like that fan edit of the entire series of One Piece that like changes the pacing back to like what it is in the manga. And Luffy saying put like with Makino like put it on my treasure tab is and her just being like okay is very cute. She cares about this. She cares about this little kid. It's very sweet. Everybody in that village fucking loves Luffy. I mean, I love Luffy, so that checks out. I mean, he's not my favorite. My favorite's Buggy. And my second favorite is Usopp. But, like, Luffy is pretty high up there. I enjoy his presence. He's a pretty compelling character, I think. I wonder if Anchor's like a brand. That looks like a branded shirt. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't look like just a shirt with a design on it. If Luffy's supposed to be a Yonko, how did he lose to Higuma when he was 5? I think what's helping this piece go by faster is that it is relatively simpler. Relatively. You know, it's still a little complicated, but it's relatively not bad. There's no like big complex background with like a bunch of different objects. It's three figures, one being a big creature, and they're out at sea. So like the actual, I think maybe the complexity is gonna come later once I make more progress on this. But yeah, oh well. Why didn't Luffy just stretch out his arm like he normally does to grab the boat so he doesn't fall in the ocean? Is he stupid? Is he a stupid bitch baby 5-year-old? What do you mean? But what do you mean he's 5? Impossible, he's a protagonist. This is the scary door. Good fingers? Impossible. Imsostable. Absurd. Never happened before in anybody's life as an artist. People complain about drawing hands all the time. I wonder if people complain about hands so much because it takes a lot. They just take more practice. And, like, that's not a judgment thing, because fuck hands sometimes. But, like, I wonder if that's the reason. You know, a reason, not an excuse, as it were. I had a door opening and I thought it was my door. This is the scary door. I'm Rod Sterling. I heard a creak in my floorboard and now I'm scared. Can I sleep with you tonight? This is the scary door. I threw up. Mommy, I threw up. This is the Twilight Zone. I have an idea. Hey, hey, Peter, I have an idea. I, And okay, so what I want to do eventually, once we get to the actual lighting of this piece, is to have sort of like a sunrise sort of deal right around here in the emptier part of this piece. This is a good piece already. I realized this entire time I forgot to save. Let me go to Critter Documents. Iguma. And there we go. And now this has been saved. Very good. Let me file, open, recent. There we are. More progress on this. After I rest and drink some water a little bit. Ah. Oh. Yep. Up. There we go. Ah. This is gonna turn out like magic. Well, not like magic. It's gonna turn out as magic. You see, because the fact that any art gets made at all is a miracle. That being said, let's make some more art. Ah. Don't know how long I'm gonna feel like actually working on this today. I want to make some progress. All right. So, oh boy. All right. So this like overlay bit here, with the pillars and the curtains and the boxes and the such. I think this is mostly done. At least this feels mostly done to me. There may be some tweaks needed here and there, to take care of stuff. Maybe not. Maybe it is done. I'm not sure yet. Oh boy. Yeah, maybe things are good. Okay. Now the big thing that needs to get finished. There. Okay. I actually might need to. I actually might need to have this up and perhaps even running so that I can see everything that's going on. To show like what actually needs to be focused on, right? So I obviously want to finish me. I want to finish the me that's front and center. But also there's all this stuff in the back that I need to finish too. And now that I'm looking at this, I mean, there's gonna need to be like patches and some of this stuff too, like in the front bit here. But in terms of like the back, what's actually gonna be shown, I don't actually need to do like that many more patches and tentacles in here. So in terms of that, this is as much as I need to get done. Oh boy. Keeping that because I need that. Uh, da, 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 da. And where are you? Where are you? Where? There you are. Okay. In fact, I'm not even gonna be seeing this at all. Alright, there we go. Alright. Let me get to the right layer. This is interesting. Okay. Okay. And like I said, we're probably gonna have to do more patches and like holes where I'm peeking through in like the foreground overlay. So ugh, that is definitely something not today. I don't want to work on that today. But that's definitely something that's gonna need to be like worked on. Today I want to get done with stuff that I already like have filled out here. Okay, so this is confirmation that this is just kind of like that, and this is not. Which is very cool and awesome. That is great to know. I'm actually gonna keep that. Because if I do this, well, no, I'm incorrect. This is better. Something I like thought about but completely forgot is that with these patches, it also kind of helps. At least the way I'm doing them, helps uh like show the 3D ness. Very technical term, I know. The 3D ness of the space. All right. Let's see here. Okay. So I got rid of this. And I don't like how that looks. Now this feels a little darker because it is. Thank you, 3 p.m. Alarm. You're awesome and cool. Yeah, that definitely feels better. Now, what does it look like with everything else? And okay, there's that one, and then there's that. Okay. Absolute cinema. Very good. A cinema made out of entirely skin. Yeah, that looks good. That's looking pretty good. Ugh. Ah. I'm gonna make sure to save. That definitely adds a bit to the identity uh of of this whole place. Uh like once they add some more to here and sort of be like, ah yes, it's being patched up. Yes. Then like that'll definitely add even more to the identity of this whole circus being like, you know, patched together. It's being patched up and put back together and shit. Like that'll be very cool. And making the ringleader similarly like not slapdash, but like, repaired and like kind of dingy. Like it could really uh pull this all together. Dingy or Denji. Alrighty, so here's the diddly don deal. And here's the current just chatting. Uh but yeah, no, here's the deal. I'm a bit tired. So I'm going to do my ending read and then I'm gonna call it for the day. Because I also have papers to look through and a paper of my own to write. So I've been Bajongles. You can find me over here on Twitch Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, noon Pacific Standard Time. I would much appreciate a follow. Speaking of follow, you can follow me over on Bluesky and Tumblr, both at Big Boy Art One, username Bajongles. And if you're watching this on YouTube, hi YouTube, make sure to like and subscribe. So with that, it has been wonderful. It's been wonderful drawing today. I will be back on Thursday to do more world building D&D shit. And then on Sunday I'll be back to doing Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. And so once again, thank you so much. It's been a wonderful time. I will catch you all on the flip flop. Bye bye.